A backflip Gold Coast Titans fans can get behind. Dave Fifita has done the opposite to DCE and has backflipped on a deal after informing the Sydney Roosters he would be signing there. He has decided to nah-brah it and stay at the Gold Coast Titans. Now, I'm not sure if this is a new re-signing for the club or he has just gone on to activate the clause. I'm not too sure what is actually going on in terms of this deal, because based on Dave Fifita's past, we might be talking about his contract again in 6 months. But anyway, for now, at the very least, the Sydney Roosters pulled their offer they announced this morning in a statement, and Dave Fifita just moments after was announced to be kept by the Gold Coast Titans. I've got to be honest, and I'm sorry Gold Coast Titans fans, obviously be happy. You've got every right to be happy, and you've got every right to be ambitious on what this re-signing and what Dave Fifita can do. But I think this might go down as one of the most regrettable contract decisions in recent memory. And I don't mean from a club standpoint, not like Manly re-signing Josh Schuster. That was just downright dumb. But what I mean is that I thought that this was very smart from Dave Fifita. He's still very young and he was going to get paid $800K to go to a really good club with the new salary cap. So it wouldn't have been a giant pay cut and he would have been going to one of the top tier teams. He would have developed as a player. He would have brought immediate success, and that would have meant his value went up. And by the time he is at the latter part of his career, unless he wanted to stay at a top tier club and keep winning premierships, or he could always go back to Queensland, to a Titans, to a Dolphin, to whoever is struggling at that time and willing to pay him about $1.5 million, because that's the way the salary cap is looking. And I admire Dave for that. Obviously, we look back to Jack White a year ago and it was smart. Obviously, it hasn't turned out too well, so maybe Dave Fifita got cold feet from looking at that. So in that sense, it makes sense, because while we all sit here and we're all 95% sure that Dave Fifita would be a good fit at the Sydney Roosters and then they turn into a top tier premiership contender with him, there's never a 100% guarantee. Like I just said moments earlier, look at what happened with White at the Rabbitohs. I am concerned though for Dave Fifita in staying at the Gold Coast Titans, because the Gold Coast Titans, they signed Fifita for 2021 off the back of what was a pretty good end to the season in 2020. I believe they went on a 6-game winning streak to end the season in 9th place, which brought a lot of excitement for 2021, obviously bringing in Fifita and Tino. And 2021 was the best they've done. They had all the hype around them. They had this young core of players that was going to develop for the future. And since then, well, they've gone backwards. They sacked their coach. They brought in Des, which I think overall was a pretty smart decision, at least at the time. And now they're probably the favourites for the wooden spoon. Now, the performances in the past month have been better, so I'm not sure if a gutsy win over the Cowboys was the reason for Fifita to decide to stay at the Titans. And look, there might be family stuff, and at the end of the day, he's going to get paid around $1 million to play rugby league football. So signing any contract isn't that bad, obviously, but I just thought it would have been so smart for Fifita to go to the Panthers, go to the Roosters, get some success, still get paid a buttload of money. I was shocked when he chose the Roosters over the Penrith Panthers, if I'm being totally honest, but obviously the Sydney Roosters, well, the mass hasn't changed in some time, but obviously they didn't have enough mass to sign Fifita this time, so I don't know what the heck's going on there. They'll be so disappointed, the Sydney Roosters, because it was obvious that they signed him. It was out everywhere. They informed the players, Angus Crichton, and now all they've done is really create a problem for themselves. I guess it still means the Roosters have that much cap room, so I don't know which one of our players they're going to be taking, so get ready to the other 16 NRL clubs, because the Sydney Roosters somehow managed to do it. I do worry that this could be seen as one of the, I guess we could say, less impressive contract decisions, because he could have gone to Penrith, he could have gone to the Roosters, and instead he's staying at the Gold Coast Titans, who have seemed to only go backwards in recent years, and unfortunately they haven't really had a good track record in the past decade of staying within finals football. I think they made it in 2016, got done week 1, made it in 2021, and Paddy Herbert didn't decide to throw the rugby league footballs. I think we're all a bit shocked. I think we're all petrified about how the Sydney Roosters are going to go about this, and to David Fifita, good luck playing against the Roosters and the Penrith Panthers, because they're going to try and make an absolute statement, and when the left back rower they've got becomes a job doer and gets picked in Origin, just remember you could have been lifting up trophies, my friend. But let's be honest, if he stays and becomes a winner at the Gold Coast Titans, then I guess being a core part, probably being the best player on the Gold Coast Titans, made a premiership winning team, would probably be more impressive than, I guess, ring chasing at the Penrith Panthers or the Sydney Roosters. But David Fifita is staying at Gold Coast Titans for the time being. Not sure about the contract. There's probably another clause in there. We'll probably be talking about him wanting to leave again in 6 months, because that's how David Fifita has worked over the past few years. But ladies and gentlemen, Let me know your thoughts about David Fifita staying with the Gold Coast Titans, backflipping on the Sydney Roosters. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet already, and I'll see you in the next one.